Coach Clay here. I get a lot of questions about how can we improve a player's defensive ability? What can we do at home that can get them better? When you come across a great defensive player, that player has had more repetitions than the other players around him that aren't as capable. But when it comes to what can I do specifically with my glove at home when I'm not at practice or when I'm not at a defensive clinic, there's the simplest drill you can do. If you can find a wall, whether it's a little piece of brick that you can throw a ball against or even a garage door that might tolerate maybe just getting that tennis ball to be thrown and kicked back to me, we can get outside and throw a ball against a wall and pick it up every day for 15, 20 minutes. This is going to give you hundreds, thousands of repetitions. And this is not something that I'm just coming up with now. When I was 9 years old, I found a little piece of brick on the side of my house, and I threw a tennis ball off those bricks several times a week, hours during the summer, every day. And no surprise, by the time I got into high school and college, I was the best defensive player on the field. Now, I mentioned the tennis ball. This might be preferable for parents to have kids use around the house if there's windows or lights. And if you're throwing it off a garage door, the tennis ball might be the only ball that garage door will tolerate. But if you can, you could switch to a lacrosse ball. I want to show you today what I suggest my own son do and what I would tell any kid that comes into my academy to do if they really want to get better with their defensive game. So first right here, I've got a little bit of concrete to do a one hop off the wall. And even this basic one hop ball, you can watch my feet. And from the other side here, you can see catch, right foot, left foot throw. That's the basic footwork for any right-handed player, pretty much everything we do in baseball. So as simple as just throwing it shoulder head high, letting it hit one bounce, it's going to be a great drill. I've backed up a little here so I can throw the ball a little lower off the wall, get me a little two hopper or even three hops, so more of a ground ball. It's going to make me get lower. And it forces me to get my mitt out in front to be a little bit more forgiving and soft with my hands. Now here I've switched to the lacrosse ball. It's going to have a big kick, especially off the concrete, and allow me to feel a little more weight in my arm. And here I'm going a little lower off the wall, so I do get a few bad hops, and I'm having to make little adjustments, and you can just see the feet are working sort of quick and soft underneath me. There's a little backhand. Here's another view of it right here. You can sort of get to the side, throw it off to the right, and get you a backhand. But just moving the feet and transitioning that ball from glove to hand for a throw. Now here's another one. If you got the concrete on the garage door or the wall, you can even slam that ball off the ground first and then practice moving back on a fly ball or an infield fly. And you could, of course, go the backhand as well. Now with the lacrosse ball, I've got enough brick here. It'd be hard to do if your brick is low and exposed under some vinyl siding, but I'm lucky here to have a nice tall brick wall. I can get 12 feet away and throw that ball, work on the transition of my hands, and get a little more arm strength. Here I'm going a backhand again. Now, if your kid's using a tennis ball, sometimes it has trouble getting through the grass. So here I just mowed the grass down on the shortest level so that ball will roll smoother. And we'll do anything for our kids, risk losing the grass, right? It's worth it because they can get some good defensive work, improve their defensive skills. I hope you like what I gave you today. If you like this content, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully we'll see you down the road.